Hello everybody and welcome to the Worship Spotlight. My name is Daniel and today we are talking about an original song called Give It All Away. A few weeks ago, after we took communion as a church, Lucy and I played an original song called Give It All Away, and I just wanted to take a few minutes just to explain some of the words and what my thoughts were behind this song when I wrote it. So this song is about 10 years old now, and I wrote it whilst I was away on a year away in Devon with the Christian organisation Youth for Christ. I stayed with a family who owned like a little bit of a farm sort of thing and a really, really lovely big house in the countryside. It was really, really nice. And one of the things I remember most about that house was the fact that they had a proper acoustic upright piano in their dining room. So this piano wasn't played very much. Me being a musician, I sat down at the piano the first couple of days I was there and said, "Hey, do you mind if I play on this piano every so often?" I was going to be staying with them for an entire year. And so I thought I needed to ask the question. And they were like, yeah, go ahead, go and play this piano. So I was like, cool, great. So near enough every day I was playing this piano because I just really enjoyed it, and being so far away from home and not really knowing anybody, especially in those first few months of being so far away from my mum and dad, who were in Edinburgh at that time, and me being in Devon felt like a million miles away. So music was definitely something that I took as something of comfort. And so I started to play, and over the weeks, this song started to form. And it was a really simple sort of chords, like nothing was really complicated about it. And I had this melody that was going round in my head. It was at a time when I was starting to realise that if I was going to live this life that God had called me to live, it would require me to give Him everything. So there was a moment in this year, all those years ago, about 10 years ago, when I had a real moment with God, when we had a real conversation that went something like, "God, I know that if I'm going to do this, whatever it is that you've called me to do, because I know you've called me to something, well, God, here I am, and I'm going to give you everything. In lots of ways, I don't care what we're going to go and do. I'm just yours to do whatever you want with. Whatever your plan is for me, I'm happy with it, because I am going to go and just do it for you." I was a Christian already. I believed in God. I was a Christian. I'd lived a life. That's why I was on this year away, because I wanted to go and do something for God, and I wasn't quite sure what that was. So I was already on the journey, but then there was a moment when it boosted, when I really understood what was really going on, and that was, if I give everything I have to God, that is really the only thing that is acceptable to Him, because that is what He has done for us. He gave it all away. He gave His only Son, and that's what this song is called. It's called Give It All Away. Now, some of the lyrics are a little bit weird at the start, and every time I play this song, I often wonder if people think, well, what does that even mean? Like at the beginning of the song. So I'll let you into some of the lyrics. So it starts off, "What are we without you? ? Nothing but the earth." And that is a reference to the fact that we are from earth. God created us. God created Adam. He created man from the dust of the earth. And actually, without God, we would still be that earth. We would still be just that dirt. Without the breath of God in us, we actually wouldn't be anything but dirt. And that's what the first line sort of means. It's a reference to Genesis. What are we without you? Nothing but the earth. Nothing but the earth today. So we will stand, this is the response, with our arms open wide, because it's time to give it all away. To give it all away means to hold nothing back, and to hold nothing back means to obey. We can't say we're waiting for a more convenient time. It's time to give it all away. And as this song flowed out of me over a few months, and I'd sit down and play a little bit more, and I'd get a little bit more of the melody, I'd get a little bit more of the lyrics, and it felt like a song that I hadn't written, which is why I love this song so much. I've written lots of songs, and Lucy and I together have written lots of songs, and sometimes they come out in like, oh yeah, you know, that's just us. We've put together clumps of song and clumps of musicality, and we've made a song. But this song felt like it was an outpouring of me in a way that I wasn't really in control of. Now, I'm not, big into the, it's all spooky and it's all spiritual, and, it was God that was writing it down, blah, blah, blah. But I do really believe that there are some songs that flow out of a humanness. There are some songs that flow out of a realness that God really touches. And this song came really quickly. And once it started, it flowed out of me. And I just want it to bless people. And I really hope this song blesses you today. And it makes us think, because the whole point of the song, the whole challenge of the song is God has given everything for me. And so really my only response can be giving everything to him. And I wonder if you're doing that today. I wonder if you're a Christian today who's given God everything. I preached a while ago on the topic of all in, and this thought of, hey, are we giving God everything? In our workplace, in our family life? Are we living for him in all of those different kinds of places and situations? I don't know. I hope and I think that I can say I am. And I hope you can say the same today as well. Why don't you just listen to these lyrics, and if you know it or if you remember it from a few weeks ago, then feel free to sing along with me as well. Here we go. Give it all away.
What are we without you? Nothing but the earth. Nothing but the earth today. So we will stand with our hearts open wide, 'cause it's time to give it all away. To give it all away means to hold nothing back. To hold nothing back means to obey. We can't say we're waiting for a more convenient time. It's time to give it all away. You ask them to follow, and they drop their nets. They all drop their nets for you. If we had the same chance, would we do the same? Or do we simply have too much to lose? They followed in your footsteps and listened to your words. They walked with you, God, and saw your face. Why would we not take it if we had the chance to drink from your well of grace? You sat them round a table, for that final feast, and told them of the pain you would endure. That night there was a traitor sitting in your midst. He wouldn't open up his heart, he closed the door. This bread is my body broken for you. This wine is my blood, I say. Tomorrow there'll be victory over death and the grave. That's when I'll give it all away. This bread is my body broken for you. This wine is my blood, I say. Tomorrow there'll be victory over death and the grave. That's when I'll give it all away. That's when I'll give it all away. My God gave it all away.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching today. If you have anything on your mind that you would like me to talk about, or maybe a song that you want me to unpack, maybe it's a song that we sing at Destiny all the time and you just want to know a little bit more about it and the backstory or what it means, if some of the lyrics and the words don't make sense, just comment down below or send me an email at daniel@destinychurch.co.uk and I will do my very best to get back to you and to do a video about it, whatever you want. Or if you just want to have a chat about worship and ask me some questions, I'm also free on that email address and I will answer you. So please send your questions in. Until next time everybody, I will see you soon.